What up, criminals and jailbirds? It's me, Keisha, and I'm here with a Diddy update. Yes. So last week, Diddy was officially sentenced to prison. And I'm going to bring to you today the full summary of what went down in court that day. So, according to Yahoo News, they wrote Sean Diddy Combs was sentenced to just over 4 years in prison on Friday after being convicted of transporting women to participate in Schmug Fuel Schmecks marathons. In July, a jury found Combs guilty on 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution related to his former girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, and a victim who testified under the pseudonym Jane. Judge Aron, I'm not going to even try to pronounce this man's last name, handed down the sentence in Manhattan federal court. Combs faced a maximum of 20 years in prison. Federal prosecutors asked for a sentence of more than 11 years in prison and to impose the maximum fine of $500,000. The defense sought a sentence of no more than 14 months in prison, which would have basically been time served because he's been in prison now for about that time. Combs was, however, sentenced to 50 months, which equals 4 years and 2 months behind bars. Judge Aron also imposed the $500,000 fine and ordered 5 years of supervised release once Combs leaves prison. So he got to be on the straight and narrow, okay? Once he served these 3 years, he going to get out and be on 5 years probation. So he got to stay squeaky clean or he's going back in the clinker, okay? The judge told the court on Friday that a substantial sentence was needed to send a message to schmoozers and victims alike that exploitation and violence against women is met with real accountability. Yes, Judge. Come on, Judge. Because y'all know I was a big proponent that he needed to serve some time in jail because he obviously did not get it. And then we find out last Friday that this man had already had a booking booked because he thought he was getting out. He thought he was about to be popping champagne in the champagne room at Live in Miami or somewhere. Like, girl, yeah, he hadn't learned nothing. So I'm so happy that he got to sit his ass down for a little while longer. The prosecution, defense lawyers, and Combs himself, as well as members of the family, addressed the court on Friday. Combs called his actions disgusting, shameful, and sick and asked the judge for mercy. But you about to go to the club as soon as you get out. Okay. Judge Aron said that because Combs went on to schmalt Jane after he schmalted Ventura, the court is not assured that if released, these crimes will not be committed again. The judge concluded his sentencing by addressing the women who had testified in court. To Miss Ventura and the other brave survivors that came forward, I want to say first, we heard you. Judge Aron said, I am proud of you for coming to the court to tell the world what really happened. Yes, Judge, come on. The judge to Sean Diddy Combs, I'm counting on you to make the most of your second chance. In his closing remarks, Judge Aron addressed Combs and his family. Mr. Combs, you and your family, you are going to get through it. Judge Aron said, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. Judge Aron told Combs that he will have a chance to show your children and the world what real accountability, change, and healing can look like. He added, I'm counting on you to make the most of your second chance. Then court was adjourned. When they came back, the judge said to Diddy's victims, we heard you. After handing down his sentence, Judge Aron praised the strong women, including Cassie Ventura, who came forward to testify against Combs during the trial. Oh, I already talked about that, so forget that part. Judge Aron then sentenced Diddy to 50 months or just over 4 years in prison for his conviction on 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution. Prosecutors had asked for more than 11 years, with the defense seeking 14 months. Judge Aron said the prosecution's proposal was not reasonable and that the defense request did not reflect the seriousness of Combs' crimes. The 55-year-old hip-hop mogul has been held without bail at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn since his September 2024 arrest, so he will have about 13 months of credit towards his incarceration. According to reporters inside the courtroom, Combs showed little emotion while Judge Aron spoke. The judge said that he considered Diddy's history as a self-made artist and entrepreneur who inspired the Black community and gave back through philanthropic endeavors. However, the court has to consider all of your history here. A history of good work can't wash away the record in this case, which shows that you abused the power and control over the lives of women who you profess to love. Combs to the judge, I beg your honor for mercy. Combs concluded his 12-minute statement asking for Judge Aron mercy. These are not excuses, Combs said. I can't change the past, but I can change the future. I ask your honor for mercy. I beg your honor for mercy. Combs to his mama. He said, I want to apologize to my 7 children. Y'all deserve better. He then addressed his mother, Janice Combs, who had been a constant presence throughout the trial. I failed you as a son. You taught me better. You raised me better. He then went on to say, I want to personally apologize again to Cassie Ventura for any harm or hurt that I've caused her emotionally or physically. He said, I don't take that lightly. I would like to apologize to her family. I am so sorry. He then apologized to Jane, saying he was sorry that I brought you into my mess. DV will always be a heavy burden that I will have to forever carry. He said, one of the hardest things I've had to handle is having to be quiet, not being able to express how sorry I am for my actions. He called his actions disgusting, shameful, and sick. Girl, okay. I think that he was saying whatever he needed to say to the judge and to the jury to get out of jail, to do his time served and be up out of there. And he was going to go on about his life as if nothing happened. That's how I feel, considering the fact that he had already booked a booking. Showed you everything that you needed to know, that he had not learned not a damn thing in the 13 months that he has been in prison. He didn't learn anything from this trial, from being in prison, from the people that he hurt, from the hurt and the pain that he has taken his family, his children through. He has not learned anything. So I'm so happy that the judge gave him 4 years, which he has 3 more to serve, because he needs to sit down somewhere. He needs to see the error of his ways, and hopefully 3 more years in prison will teach him something, because he has gone over 20 years of being in the industry, the entertainment industry, and being untouchable. Diddy has gotten away with so much mess over the years, not only the stuff that he was accused of in court, but all of the other things that he has done throughout the industry, from robbing people blind of their publishing, their royalties, to allegedly being involved in Tupac's murder, sending Shine to jail for 10 years for a crime that he did not commit and that you knew for a fact he did not commit because you were the person that did it, and then leaving him literally for dead. And then when he got out of prison, you tried to offer this man $50,000 for his time served. Girl, let's not forget when you beat up Steve Stout, when you went up to Justin's college when he was playing college football and assaulted his coach with a dumbbell or whatever it is. Like, he is. I talked about all of this in my Diddy Exposed video. I will link it down below in the comment section. And I will link it at the end of this video. But this man has done so much mess over the years and has gotten away with every single just disgusting act that he has done. And let's not also forget his schmug use. He is an addict. He is an addict. He is a woman beater. He is a misogynist. He is arrogant, selfish. He's a thief. He is so many disgusting things that I can't even sit up here and name. And like I always tell y'all, karma is real and you reap what you sow. And it might not happen to you today, tomorrow, next week, next month, next year, 10 years from now, but you can always get it. And it will happen to you in ways that you never expect. No way on God's green earth that this man think that he was going to continue to walk my God's earth and not get punished for what he has done to people. Your day was going to come, my guy. It was going to come. And now the chickens have come home to roost. Okay? And I don't wish him a day of peace up in there. I don't. Because he need to learn. He really do. And if he would have gotten out of jail after doing time served, it would have been for nothing. It would have been all for nothing. Because he was already talking about coming out, doing concerts and stuff. Like, sir, take that is over. Like, nobody's coming to see you, Otis. Your time is done. Nobody's touching you with a 10-foot pole moving forward. Like I said in my last video about Diddy, at this point, when you do get out of jail with the money that you have left over, because he went from being a billionaire before the Ciroc thing went bust and before Revolt went bust to now being worth around 300 million. That is still way more money than some of us will ever even think to touch in life. So he can ride off into the sunset, be with his family, and live a quiet, rich life. And that's exactly what he needs to do. As far as trying to make a comeback, sir, please have several seats. Because we don't see it for you. We don't like you. And anybody that continues to support you, do business with you moving forward, lets me know that they ain't shit neither. And that we need to keep our eyes on they ass too. Point blank and the period. So I'm glad he got 3 more years to sit in prison and think about everything that he's done. Nobody has addressed his, like I said, his addiction issues. Has he sought help for that while he's been in prison, or is he still using in prison? Because let's not forget that this man was using up to the second to the minute of him getting arrested. Yeah. So good riddance. Take that. Been around the world, aye. And yeah. Sucks for you. And Jane Doe, you're an idiot. You're an idiot. Gonna sit up there and lie and say that she felt pressure by the prosecution to say all of those things and to come forward. Girl, you had already came forward years before that to Tasha K. You were not telling a lie. You were not telling a lie. You just didn't want that cash flow to end. You had a change of heart. He probably bribed you or threatened you, because we all know that while the trial was going on, that he was still financially taking care of you. You ain't trying to give that up. You're a fucking idiot. You're an idiot. Carisha, you're an idiot too for writing that letter to the judge. He a good man. That's a good man, Savannah. You're an idiot too. All of y'all some goddamn idiots. Lock them all up as far as I'm concerned. T-Squad, y'all let me know what y'all think about Diddy's sentencing. Do you think that he got enough years? Do you think he deserved more or less? Let's talk about it down below in the comment section, you guys. Please make sure to thumbs up this video, subscribe to my channel, and turn on your post notifications so you know my videos drop. I love you guys, and I will see you all on my next video. Bye.